Hello friends and family and fellow gamers, this is just another Lonely Gamer with another Star Wars video. Here on this other account that I have that I started back in November on my old cell phone. Luckily I bonded the account to Google Play before the phone died. Anyway, that's another story. I'd like to show you how the Imperial Trooper Squad works, as opposed to the Rebel team that I had on the other account in the video I posted yesterday. Here we have Moff Gideon. He is a starter dark side character they give you now. When they updated the starter characters, they gave you him, as opposed to the old Crimson Guard and Snow Trooper and Talia that they used to give you. Moff Gideon is an Imperial Remnant and an Imperial Trooper, so that kind of goes both ways for him. That works on both sides. Like I said, what I did with him, mostly, as you can see, I've been upgrading him over the period I've had this account since November. He is up to 7 stars thanks to the double drop event that they had recently. The one thing that makes Moff Gideon really good to have on your team, whether he's a leader or not, is this: know your adversaries. Take a look at this. At the start of Moff Gideon's first turn of each encounter, he inflicts Demoralize on all enemies. Excludes raid bosses and Galactic Legends, which that kind of sucks, but anyway. Until they are defeated, Moff Gideon is defeated, or the end of the encounter. Demoralize can't be copied, dispelled, or resisted. Now, if you upgrade this properly, which I'm all the way almost to maxing it out at level 8, says minus 50% offense, minus 25% critical chance, minus 25% critical damage. And this does not stack with other debuffs. Now, when I was fighting Moff Gideon yesterday with the Rebel team, you saw that Demoralized debuff, which was like Moff Gideon's head with that lock icon above my Rebel team's heads. That is Demoralized. What this does is this gives you an edge if you ever build an Imperial Trooper team and really invest skill gear in that skill, know your adversaries. This will give you a really good edge to fight anybody because their offense will suck. They can't land critical hits. The potential for them to land critical hits is down. They will really be at a huge disadvantage to try and take you down. Here's the other thing that's cool about Moff Gideon. Control the situation. Call all Imperial Trooper allies to assist, dealing 30% less damage. All units lose 100% turn meter, which can't be resisted. That means everybody's back to 0. You and the other team. Allies gain 25% turn meter. That is an upgrade at level 7, as you can see there. Tank allies taunt for 2 turns. Attacker allies gain 50% offense for 2 turns. And support allies gain 100% protection up. Now that one I haven't upgraded to quite yet. That's the level 8 level, the max out level, but I'm close. I will show you how this works in just a few minutes, but what this does is very essential to, it's kind of like a trooper combo is what I call it, is Moff Gideon will sort of order all Imperial Troopers, if you have a team of Imperial Troopers, that everybody pitches in and attacks one target. And if you're lucky, if you've got them upgraded, if you've got a good Imperial Trooper team, that target is gone in probably the first 2 hits, but after the other hits, it's just complete overkill. So, but it is fun to watch. So here's the other Imperial Trooper members. I have a couple. I swap them out at times. There's Magma Trooper. You can get him through the Galactic War store. This is the first character I ever bothered with for the Imperial Trooper team. He is maxed out at 7 stars. He's a good attacker with his basic skill. The Thermal Imploder, I'll show that off in the battle scenes in a few minutes. Thermal Imploder doesn't do a ton of damage, but it does remove turn meter. And that's kind of important when you're trying to get an edge, trying to be faster than the other team. Regular, ordinary, old-fashioned Stormtrooper is actually a really good unit. It's surprising how good he is. Imperial Remnant, Imperial Trooper. Here he taunts. Here's Stormtrooper Bravado. Taunt for 2 turns and grant Imperial allies defense up for 3 turns. So that's very good to have that defense up. Again, he has some turn removal going on. This is the important part. Wall of Stormtroopers. Stormtrooper gains 37% defense for each living Empire ally. Now here's the really important part if you have a trooper team. While Stormtrooper is active, Imperial Trooper allies have plus 30% defense. Now, when you upgrade that to level 8, if you can see that on the side in the grayed out letters, Stormtrooper gains 40% offense for each defeated Empire ally. At the start of Stormtrooper's turn, Imperial Remnant allies gain 20% protection up for 1 turn. Imperial Remnant, so far in this game, are people like Moff Gideon, Dark Trooper, I'll get to him in a little bit, and regular Stormtrooper. So, for having that defense, that 30% defense, that helps a lot in the arena. In the squad arena, I've noticed when I've taken on opponents in the squad arena with this Imperial Trooper team, I put in Stormtrooper, not Magma Trooper. If I need offense on Galactic War, I use Magma Trooper. So the whole thing, you can swap these guys in and out, and they just work perfectly. They have perfect synergy. Again, with the synergy, like I did with the Rebel team, the synergy is what counts. Mixing and matching characters, like I learned, doesn't work. Here's Range Trooper. You remember him from the movie Solo that came out. Not so recently, but still. He was kind of like Snowy Gear a little bit. Here's what he does. Steady. All Empire allies gain protection up for 3 turns. Then another random ally attacks and Range Trooper assists. Now that's pretty cool. I'll show that. He'll stomp his feet and then you get extra protection. But here's the big thing. Range Trooper has plus 40 tenacity while he is buffed. While Range Trooper is active, Imperial Trooper allies have plus 50% chance to call another Imperial Trooper ally to assist when they use an ability during their turn, doing 20% less damage. What that does is that's a huge asset to a Trooper team. Because, as you'll see in the Galactic War battles I'm about to fight, that means at least two or three Imperial Trooper allies will pitch in whenever Range Trooper attacks, whenever anybody else attacks, so you're getting assists and bonus attacks constantly, as long as you have Range Trooper. Range Trooper is on Dark Side Stage 3A Hard, and he takes him a while, because they only give you about 2 to 4 shards per farming attempt, I guess. But as you can see, I've got him up to 5 stars after all this farming. It's just very hard to get him anywhere. Now here's my Imperial Trooper leader. Most people use Moff Gideon, but I prefer General Veers. I got a lot of Veer shards from the Empire Darkside training event that they give you after the Rebel training event, and I don't know quite how that happened because most times when I've played that in the past, I don't get any Veer shards. But as you can see, his leader skill is maxed out. Let's take a look at that. It says Empire allies gain plus 30% offense. Imperial Trooper allies gain 20 speed and gain 10% turn meter whenever they gain a buff. So, the 30% offense is huge. Because I don't believe Moff Gideon's skill really does that much offense. I've tried using Moff Gideon's leader skill and I just get clobbered. Veers' skill, I put Veers in the leader slot, I pretty much always win. It's a very odd thing, I don't know quite why it works that way, but it does. Here's his unique skill, Aggressive Tactician. Take a look at this. Whenever an enemy is defeated while Veers is active, Imperial Trooper allies have an 80% chance to gain offense up for 2 turns, and a 40% chance to gain 50% turn meter. And also, in addition to that, while Veers is active, Imperial Trooper allies have plus 15% critical chance. So you will see these guys land critical hit after critical hit. Even with that small 50% chance, they will be landing critical hits pretty much all the time. And if they don't, then they're still doing a lot of damage, because they have that offense up thing. So, the last member of this team is Dark Trooper. There are mixed feelings about Dark Trooper in the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes community. You'll see him in action. The thing with Dark Trooper is, like I said in the Rebel, you saw in the Rebel video I posted yesterday, he kind of goes to pieces very easily. Like I joked, he's made of Play-Doh. Mine is 5 stars. He's up to gear level, close to gear level 9. That's just a fluke. I don't quite know how I did that. But here's a little bit of how he works. He sort of has like 4 lives. As you can see, he's Imperial Remnant Imperial Trooper. I forgot to mention. Dang it. Sorry. He's Imperial Remnant Imperial Trooper. I forgot to mention that. So basically what he does is he has this punch skill where he punches someone twice. And if he uses bombarding reinforcements, which you'll see in the video, he kind of calls in 2 extra Dark Troopers, they shoot everybody, and he gains advantage. So advantage goes to all Imperial Remnants, like Moff Gideon, regular Stormtrooper. And the pneumatic punch, if he uses that directly after gaining advantage, then landing that critical hit with pneumatic punch will immediately knock out the person he hits. It always seems to knock him out, or at least take him down into the red health zone. So the problem with Dark Trooper is, like I said, he has 4 lives is what it looks like. It's actually stacks of his other skill, Dark Trooper Squad. So I've done enough talking. I'll show you basically what this looks like. If Dark Trooper dies, he loses a stack of Dark Trooper Squad. So if he loses a stack, then he loses strength. And if you keep losing stacks, if he loses all 4 stacks, then he really is gone for the entire duration of the fight, and you lose pretty much like 50% of your firepower as an Imperial Trooper Squad. So we're going to start this battle here. I will show off. Let's see who's going to load here. Magma Trooper, okay. We got Veers, Gideon, Magma Trooper. I'll put in Stormtrooper in a battle later. Dark Trooper, Range Trooper. Here we go. I talk way too much. I know. I know you guys just want to see me fight, so I'll just get right to it. The nice thing about the Imperial Trooper Squad is they almost always go first because of Veers' leader skill adding that speed. Here we go. This button to the right is the Trooper combo. That's what I like to call it. Check that out. Like I said, Dark Trooper just punches. You had the bonuses from Range Trooper. Beautiful. Here's Range Trooper's protection up. As you can see, everybody pitches in. Here is Veers' Trooper combo, so to speak. Launches a beam. Does damage, and everybody pitches in. Very nice. And here is Dark Trooper's bombarding reinforcements. As you can see, that does a lot of damage. And we have everybody with advantage. Moff Gideon. Stormtrooper will get advantage if I use it, but since he's not in here. And here is Thermal Imploder for Magma Trooper. And we're done. That is how strong the Imperial Trooper Squad can be. There are other Imperial Trooper commanders that are just as good. You have Admiral P8, you've got Colonel Stark in the Guild Store. I mean, there's lots of them that are still really, really good that I could add, but they're still, I mean, this team works for me like the Rebel Squad worked. It just works on all levels. I'm going to put in Stormtrooper, and I'm going to show him off a bit and show how his defense works for everybody on here. His Magma Trooper really doesn't add much to the whole Trooper team. I don't think he has any skill that adds to Troopers, necessarily. I know Snow Trooper adds plus 30% critical chance, I think. Something like that. But Snow Trooper's really hard to get. Here's Qui-Gon over here. Let's take him out with Darksaber Lunge. Inflicts Armor Shred. There we go. Dark Trooper will use this, grant everyone offense up and get a hit in. Here's Stormtrooper with Stormtrooper Bravado. As you can see, he's taunting. Gave everyone offense up. Let's go with Darth Sidious. Take him out. Now you see that blue icon above Moff Gideon's head? That is a stack of Insight. When he gains 4 stacks of Insight, he gains a skill that can only be used one time with those 4 stacks of Insight called Submersive Volley. And he pretty much shoots everybody with that Submersive Volley. Just shoots everybody with his blaster. And basically what that does is it inflicts daze and does damage. Boba Fett got that in, but as you can see, Dark Trooper just annihilates everybody. It's just so incredible. Oh, Boba Fett had Bounty Hunter's Resolve. Not for long. Boba Fett's one of those odd characters that can self-revive. Pretty much all the Bounty Hunters that are Mandalorians or dressed in the armor can self-revive. They have Bounty Hunter's Resolve. Once you kill them once, though, kill them again, they're done. One more fight and we'll call it quits for the day. I'm talking way too much. I think I had caffeine today. Yeah, I normally don't drink legally addictive stimulant, but today I did, and that's the problem. Here we go, one more fight. I left Stormtrooper in this time because I just felt like it. Here we go. There's Admiral Ackbar, the fish guy, as everyone calls him, from Return of the Jedi. Here we go. We got some. Let's take out Boba Fett first. Range Trooper will give us protection up. As you can see, the bonus attack came up. Now, Mace Windu chimed in there. He was defending everybody. That's Mace Windu's new kit. Apparently, Mace Windu was getting boring for someone. I don't know. But what the developers did recently, I guess it was a week or two ago, they nerfed, as people say, they nerfed Mace Windu, gave him all new skills. And I really, really hate what they did to Mace Windu, because it's good if you're using him on offense, if you have him where you're fighting him in arena, or like even Galactic War. It's a real pain in the ass to try to take this guy down. And he used to be so easy and predictable to take down, and now he's not. So, as you can see, that really did damage. I'm not real happy with what they did to Mace Windu, but I guess I can live with it. Here we go again. Not bad. Take out Ackbar. Take out Boba Fett. Dark Trooper has advantage. Check this out. You see it did plenty of damage to Boba Fett. And Darth Sidious will get in one hit, but that won't help him. And let's use Darksaber Lunge again. Nice. As you can see, the Imperial Trooper squad just completely destroys the competition. I know these are kind of not leveled up opponents to where my level is with the troopers, but you can't beat the assist, you can't beat the Dark Trooper pitching in with his pneumatic punch. There's a Dark Trooper. There's another one. I just noticed that team has a Dark Trooper on it. Anyway, you just can't beat these guys. They're a really good starter squad, too, if you want to build them. You can get them all for free. Dark Trooper is another dark side starter unit. He comes in at 10 shards, and it used to be really hard to get his shards. You used to have to buy them, basically, in the weekly shipment or something. But they recently accelerated his shard supply, as they call it, because now you can get 2 to 4 shards when you farm for him on light side stage hard 1C, I think. You now get 2 to 4. If you have a double drop event, you can get like 6 to 8 or something like that. If you get lucky, you can get 6 normally. If you sim a lot, farm a lot, I mean. Dark Trooper, still good. Like I said, sometimes he goes to pieces like Play-Doh, but if you can put some mods on him, like let's take a look. Let's take a look at Dark Trooper here. I have a lot of health mods on him. Health mods are my favorite. The health mods have a lot of protection on him that I have on him. It's decent. Keeps him alive longer than a normal Dark Trooper would. So if you can get some decent mods on Dark Trooper, he will serve your cause very well. Let's put it that way. And just a Trooper squad, just all around great squad to have. What I basically did to make this squad was there's a deal in the store when you're a new player. They have the Imperial Trooper squad as a deal for $7.99. They give you 30 shards of Moff Gideon, I think 50 for Stormtrooper, which you need to unlock him, 25 for Dark Trooper, and I think 25 for Range Trooper. So you don't really have a full squad, you just have 4. And I guess you have to pick and choose who you want for your 5th member. But I saw that and I said, man, I can get all these characters for free. So that's exactly what I did. I went in and I farmed for them and built them up, and now you see what I have now. So I figured I didn't need to spend $7.99 to get an edge on anybody. I could do that for free, so I did it for free. A lot of those characters in the new player deals you can get for free. It's really kind of a rip-off if you do it. And you gain an edge, but for only... It's kind of... The question's kind of like, for how long? And you really don't get very far ahead, so I don't recommend buying any of those deals unless it's for something really, really advanced. Sometimes the Bad Batch deal looks good. The Bad Batch deal's kind of a rip-off too, because you only get them at, I think, 2 stars or something, and they don't have Omega in there, their leader, so Bad Batch deal, just, they're all rip-offs to new player deals. Just don't go for them, okay? And, anyway, that's enough for this video. I've talked way too much. Maybe next time I'll show off the light side team I have on here. I have a resistance team. That's the first time I ever dealt with them or built a team, so maybe next time I'll show off the resistance team and show how they work. Until next time, this is just another lonely gamer saying, whatever I've said. I forget. I'm so tired. Anyway, catch you later, guys.